You say she's dead. Then why did I see her yesterday? The millionaire laughed, a harsh, incredulous sound that bounced off the marble walls of his office. His eyes, sharp and calculating, narrowed as he leaned back in his leather chair, the golden cufflinks glinting under the chandelier's light. It was absurd, impossible even, and yet the boy standing before him seemed insistent, unwavering in his claim. The boy, barely 16, swallowed hard. His small hands clenched the strap of the worn backpack he carried. I saw her at the market, he said, voice trembling. She was buying bread. She smiled at me, sir. She looked alive. A dismissive laugh escaped the millionaire again. You have a wild imagination, boy. Maybe the sun was in your eyes, or maybe you've been hearing stories that aren't true. He waved his hand, signaling the boy to leave. But the boy did not move. Something in his eyes, a spark of certainty, made the millionaire pause. Wait, the boy said, stepping closer. I know what I saw. I swear it. His voice was small, yet it carried a weight that made the air between them heavy. The millionaire's fingers drummed on the polished mahogany desk. He could not believe it. Everything he had been told, the doctors, the lawyers, even his own eyes when he saw her lifeless form in the hospital bed, pointed to one undeniable truth. She was dead. And yet, here was this boy, speaking with such certainty. Fine, he said finally, his voice a low growl. Tell me everything you saw. From the beginning. The boy nodded quickly, then began to speak. I was walking through the marketplace when I saw a woman who looked exactly like. He paused, as if measuring his words, like Mrs. Lillian. She had the same hair, the same eyes. She was talking to a man about some flowers, and when she noticed me staring, she waved. The millionaire's heart thudded painfully. He stood abruptly, knocking his chair back. You are certain it was her? His voice was harsh, desperate. Yes, sir. The boy's voice cracked with emotion. I wouldn't lie about something like this. For a long moment, the millionaire was silent. Memories flooded him. The accident, the hospital, the funeral. Every step he had taken after her death seemed meaningless if she was alive. And yet, logic screamed at him to dismiss the boy's words. But something, deep down, refused to let him. He rubbed his face, his mind racing. He needed proof. He needed to see her with his own eyes. Where was this market? He asked, his tone sharper than he intended. The boy gave directions, marking each corner and stall as if he had planned this confession for days. The millionaire nodded, a grim determination settling over him. Good, he said, we leave at once. Within an hour, they were in a sleek black car, winding through narrow streets, until the marketplace came into view. It was bustling, vibrant, a world away from the sterile hospital where he had last seen her. He scanned the crowd, eyes darting from face to face. And then, he saw her. She was exactly as the boy had described. Her hair caught the sunlight, shimmering with the same golden hue he remembered. She laughed at something the flower seller said, her voice familiar and haunting. And when she looked toward him, her eyes met his, wide with shock, recognition, and something else, fear. He leapt out of the car, pushing through the crowd. Lillian. His voice cracked, disbelief giving way to hope and anger all at once. She froze, her hands clutching a basket of flowers. It's me. I saw you alive. She backed away, fear etching her features. Stay back, she shouted, her voice trembling. You don't understand. You have to leave me alone. The millionaire stopped, stunned. This was not the reunion he had imagined. Instead of joy, there was terror. Lillian, what are you saying? Everyone told me. Don't you dare say it. She cried, cutting him off. They lied. I had to disappear. If anyone knew I was alive. Her voice trailed off. She looked over her shoulder, eyes darting nervously. You have no idea what's at stake. The millionaire's heart sank. Something was terribly wrong. Explain, he demanded. Tell me the truth. She shook her head violently. I can't. Not here. It's not safe. You have to trust me. Just leave, and forget you ever saw me. But he could not. He would not. Not after all he had been through. Not after being told she was gone forever. He reached out for her hand, but she pulled away, shaking her head. No, if you touch me, you'll put me in danger. The boy, who had been silent until now, spoke up. Sir, Maybe we should listen to her. Maybe she's hiding for a reason. The millionaire turned on him, eyes blazing. Hiding. After being declared dead, you think I care about reasons? I've been lied to, manipulated, cheated out of her life. I need answers. Lillian flinched, tears welling in her eyes. You don't understand. If I tell you everything, they'll come after me. They'll come after you too. A strange, chilling silence fell over the marketplace. The sound of laughter and shouting seemed distant, as if the world had dimmed. The millionaire clenched his fists, rage and confusion warring inside him. Then let them come, he said, voice low and dangerous. I don't care who stands in our way. Just tell me the truth. She hesitated, torn between fear and the desire to be free from this life of secrecy. Slowly, cautiously, she began. It wasn't supposed to happen like that. They wanted me gone. I had discovered something dangerous about the company, about the people you trusted. I couldn't let them find out I knew. They staged the accident, the hospital, it was all a lie. He felt as though the ground had shifted beneath him. They staged it, but why? Who? She shook her head. I can't say. Not yet. But I had to disappear, live in hiding. I couldn't risk your life, your reputation, or your money. If they knew I was alive, they would destroy everything you've built. He ran his hands through his hair, trying to grasp the enormity of her words. So, all this time, I thought, I mourned. He swallowed hard, the weight of grief and relief clashing violently. Yes, she whispered, and I watched from afar. I couldn't interfere. It broke me every day to see you suffer, to see you think I was gone. But I couldn't risk it. The boy stepped forward again, voice tentative. Sir, maybe we should take her somewhere safe. Figure out who's behind this before it's too late. The millionaire nodded slowly. For the first time, fear mingled with his anger, not for himself, but for her. Yes, he said, we protect her, and then we expose them. Lillian looked at him, eyes searching his face. You'll stay with me, you'll keep me safe, always, he replied, no matter what it takes. Together, they slipped through the marketplace, unnoticed amid the crowd, the boy guiding them to a waiting car. The city blurred past as they drove, but the millionaire's mind was focused on one thing, uncovering the truth, and finally, reclaiming the life that had been stolen from them both. But as the night deepened, so did the danger. Unseen eyes watched them from the shadows, tracking their every move. Whoever had orchestrated her disappearance had not forgotten, and they would stop at nothing to keep their secrets buried. Hours passed in tense silence, broken only by the occasional soft word between the millionaire and Lillian. Plans were being made, strategies discussed, and contingencies set. Every ally was accounted for, every risk evaluated. But despite their careful plotting, a cold certainty lingered. The enemy was closer than they realized. Suddenly, the car slowed. Lillian tensed. They're following us, she whispered. He glanced in the rearview mirror. Two dark vehicles trailed them, moving with deliberate precision. His jaw tightened. We've been expecting this, he said grimly. Hold on. The chase that followed was swift and dangerous. The millionaire maneuvered through narrow streets, evading the vehicles with skill honed from years of experience. Lillian gripped the seat, white-knuckled, while the boy prayed silently, hoping they would escape. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they arrived at a secluded estate on the outskirts of the city. Guards waited, weapons ready, and the millionaire stepped out, determination etched into every line of his face. You are safe now, he said, looking at Lillian. For now. She breathed a sigh of relief, finally allowing herself to believe. But even in that moment of calm, the millionaire knew the fight was far from over. They had survived the first step, but the truth that awaited them promised danger, betrayal, and a reckoning that would shake their world to its core. And as they looked at each other, a silent promise passed between them. No matter the lies, the deception, or the threats, they would face it together. They would uncover the truth. And they would not rest until justice was served. The millionaire took her hand, holding it tightly. We will find them, he said. And when we do, they will regret ever thinking they could take you from me. Lillian nodded, a spark of hope igniting within her. Then let them come, she whispered. Because I'm done hiding, and I'm done running. The night was still, the moon casting its pale glow over the estate. But beyond the walls, danger lurked, waiting. And so began a battle of wits, courage, and unbreakable bonds, a fight that would test their resolve, challenge their trust, and ultimately, reveal a truth far greater than either of them had imagined.